Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing 5 little samples, fabric manipulated samples, which I think you might quite enjoy perhaps doing yourselves. All right then, let's get into it. Good morning everybody. So today we are going to be doing 5 little samples. These are that I got from one of the cheapie shops. Can't remember which, but I've had them for a while. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to use that felt in some samples. And I've got a couple of different types of denim scraps that I'm also going to use. So first of all, we're going to go straight onto the sewing machine. And I actually had this felt, I got it from Country Baskets ages ago. And I mentioned it in one of my videos once. And it's quite thick felt. And it just came in a strip. A very long strips. So what I've done is I've cut up the strips into these little strips and I've just folded them over. In fact, I've sewn these down here, you can see, and I've just sewn a line across the top of them and then done another row and another row. And for this top one, I'll show you how I do that, and I've just got one more to just pin on here. So I literally just fold that over. Let me tell you the length of it. The strip is 5 inches. Just fold it over, match up the ends, and then pop it over the top. And I've just popped a pin through the whole thing, like so. And now we're just going to sew over the top. And I'm just going to sew with straight stitch, and I'm going to pull the pins out as I go along. I just think that's a proper cute little sample. I mean, I'd be inclined to just scrunch those up a bit and make them a little bit more disorganized, because I like the texture with them sort of protruding out. You could use different colours. And then I've just backed it onto this base fabric. And while I've got the pink thread on the sewing machine, what I've done is exactly the same, just a slightly smaller length of that felt. And I've just done 3 across, and I've just curled them over. So you just go like that. And lay them flat. And then pop your pin in. And I'm just going to do a straight stitch across here. I've done all the other ones. Look at that. When you start curving it, I mean, if you put that around something as well. Maybe something smaller. I just love the way it sort of curls around. Yummy. And that is the second sample. So I've just done 4 rows across, slightly smaller lengths, and 3 across that way as well. But again, it just brings us such a beautiful texture to any garment or interior design, whatever it is that you are doing. I just think that's quite cool. For my third sample, I cut a load of little ovals. They're 3 centimetres in length and 2 centimetres wide. It's kind of a bluey lilac and the pink. And I cut a load of those and I made this sample. which I just think is so textural. I've got loads of ideas to do with this. Like, I'd really like to try it in some other fabrics as well. But I've just used, again, the felt fabric with the green base, and I'll just show you how to do these two and add it to the sample. So I'm using some lilac thread, and I'm gonna just have a look at the piece and see where I want to add it to. So it's a little bit bare over this side, so I'll just add it to there. And I've got two, I'm saying lilac-y blue, it's very lilac really. So there's two little ovals there, and so I'm gonna pop a pink, and so we come up through the back, a tiny little area just from the edge of the felt down onto the green fabric. So it's just a little stab stitch, and we're going to just do that twice to hold it on, like so. And then you can add the next one, which I'll just pop here. And you can turn these pieces as you go along, but just as long as they sort of stand upright, it'll work. So we can go up into that again. Down. Back up. And there we go. For my fourth sample, I'm using the felt again, and I'm doing lots of different discs, like little circles. Let's measure that one up. I can't remember how much I did. Okay, so about 4 centimeters in diameter across, and I will show you how to make this beautiful textured piece again. You make a little fold just on the edge of the circle, like so. Just hold it down with your other hand, and then you just do a tiny stitch coming up from the back, go down through the hole that you came up through. I'm going to do that twice just to make sure it is secure, like so. And then just tie a knot on the back, like that. Fold over, hold it in your other hand, little stitch, so you may be wondering where Layla is, by the way, the cat, because it's been so hot and it's still pretty hot and humid today. She just wanders off and goes and gets cool somewhere else. So she's not been coming inside very much. So that's why she hasn't joined us. So I'm just putting a double knot in there just to finish it off. And then we've got 2 little discs, which are like petals, aren't they? And we just overlap them on the previous one, so you can see these are all been hand stitched down, just with a tiny stitch at the top here, which I'll just show you. You can look at this like in sort of different directions really, but because I just want to show you how to sew it on, I'm just going to tip it upside down, and I just want to cover that previous one here. So I'm just going to pop that down, little stitch, and down again. That's it. You can just get it shaped back like that. So yeah, the last one, so just tiny stitch there through the fold, and take it back down. Like so. If they just sort of turn the opposite way, I just go back and just fix them. So you could try different colours out, you could try different fabrics out, you could try different sizes out. For the next one, I've just drawn around this cotton thread. Just going to cut the circle out. And I used all three of these different thicknesses of denim type fabrics. So different colours, different thicknesses, but they're all quite stiff. And I made this sample. Now this is my favourite, although I quite like using the felt because I had some, I wanted to use it. This is just more me, totally. I just think it's lovely. So all you do is you cut out a load of your circles and just start from the middle and just start standing them up in different directions, and it just produces this beautiful effect. So I got quite into it. You cut out tons. You've got to do all the prep really first by cutting out everything, and then it's just a case of sewing it down. So yeah, just find out whereabouts you want to add your fabrics. Again, I just look around and see, okay, I just kind of want this to go in an area. Let's pop it in here. And once again, just like the oval shape one that I showed you, you come up from the back, small stitch from the end. Ooh. Pull that through. And I would just do that twice to hold it on. Doesn't need too much. Go back through the hole you came through and then on the back again, like so. Just turn it over, tie a little knot there, chop that off. And there we go. Final one. Right then, so those are the 5. Let me know in the comments which is your favourite, which one you might try, and what size you might do, what colours of fabrics or types of fabrics you might do. And just look at that. Yeah, if you've got any questions, then just write them in the comments. But I think that's quite straightforward. Yummy. Look at that. Do you know what? I just thought that actually let's try them on the mannequin because that's what you know that I love. Let's have a quick little look. So cute. So cute. Oh, right, turn it around for you in a minute. Beautiful, love that. How could that go? Like so. I'd probably have it there maybe. Love that. No, I wanted to see that one that way. And that one that way. So that's quite cool. Like that. Sorry, I'm waffling away here. Love that. Love that as a skirt actually. And then There we go. Hope you enjoyed this fabric manipulation video, and I'll get this up for Thursday's video, and I will see you shortly.